Hey, how are you? This is Ray, love and peace. I want to talk about impact. Impact in the sense, are you making an impact as you're moving forward in your development? Are the steps that you're taking, are the actions that you're taking that should be aligning with your internal intent? Are they making an impact? Are you seeing the results of your actions both internally and externally? That's what I mean by impact. Okay, if you're making changes within yourself and then taking action without yourself and outside of yourself, then you should be seeing some impact. You should either first notice impact within yourself, which is the changes, then notice also the impact outside of you. It could be subtle, could be gradual, but there should be some impact. Impact is just basically that that proof, that return in your action. Basically the law of cause and effect. For every action there's an equal and an opposite action. So if what you're doing in your life, in the development, your path, is if it's really making an impact in changing who you are and transmuting your energy, transmuting yourself, then it should be an impact in your life in the form of change, in the form of you should be able to feel it, you should be able to see it, you should be able to know it. That's how you know if you're making an impact within yourself. It's such a simple thing to understand and to recognize, but it's something that you must be consistent in, and something that in the beginning you want to be aware of. And that's why I'm trying to convey this information to you, so that it will be in the forefront of your mind, so that you can be aware. These are the things that you need to be asking. Okay, I've been doing this for a while, I've been doing that, I've been taking these actions, I've been following the universal laws, but am I getting is it creating an impact at what I'm doing? Is it making change? Is it bringing change? Is it showing that things are starting to come about? You should see it, feel it, okay? And the way you normally would feel that impact of the changes that should be occurring are that you should be feeling it in your mind. You're feeling it in your mind, or you're seeing, you feel it here. Your confidence changes. The things that the way you perceive life, the way you deal with situations changes. You go from being negative or stressed or feeling resistance or doubtful or depressed to feeling more confident, to feeling more accomplished, to feeling more like you start to feel more of that feeling of, that you're making a change, that you feel empowered. And so that's the impact that you're going to start to notice internally. Another impact is you start to be able to connect easier to your higher self, to the divine, to your authentic true self, to source, God, universe. And that's another impact, that following the universal laws and applying the success mindset. The third impact you should be seeing, which should all be in alignment with this, would be usually like towards the end of the changes, of the implementation of the universal laws, and that's the external impact. External impact, you should start seeing changes in your life. You start seeing changes within yourself, the way you behave externally. You start to notice people react to you differently. You start to notice that you start to react to outside circumstance, situations, and events differently. You start to attract different circumstances and events that align more with the internal changes that you've made. So those are the impacts, are the changes that you've been doing, are they creating an impact in your life, in yourself? And if that's not happening and you're not seeing that, then the next question you should be asking is that, what is it that I need to change? What is it that I'm doing incorrectly? And be open and accepting of whatever the answer is. Be humble about it, because if you get upset and angry that you thought that all that time you was making a change, and that you wasted all that time and there hasn't been a major change, then instead of looking and saying what is it that I need to do, it could be a simple, subtle pivoting of your direction, a simple change in vibrational frequency, and you could be right where you need to be, or even further along. But if you get yourself angry, or you feel frustrated, and you allow your emotions to kick in, and you become irrational, then you can basically instead of progressing further, you can go backwards, and you don't want to do that. So it's something that you got to be aware of, and something you got to be willing to take some negative and we say negative, but it's really positive input. Somebody says, well, this is what maybe you need to do, or this is something that that's holding you back. And so that's all part of the path, all part of the growth, all part of the process. I'm just giving you the little nuances, the little bits and pieces that, like I said before, many people are not breaking it down. You're just hearing things like, oh, you got to think this way, you got to do this, you got to do that, and now go do it. But you don't know how to do it. You don't know what you're supposed to be feeling. You don't know what are the little nuances that you need to be either learning, applying, understanding, or even trying to pursue to master, so that it can give way to those other things. It's a lot of times what people don't understand is that it's the little steps that we take that build, like the law of speed. Like I told you before, law of speed equals the law of momentum. It's like taking little steps builds them. Taking little steps, taking quick action to build the momentum to getting to where you need to get to, and eventually it'll create that the persistence and finite determination and that burning desire, and that's what's going to get the job done. That's what's going to separate you from the normal Joe Schmo or individual, and that's something worthy of pursuing, because that's what's going to get you up early in the morning. That's going to make you go to sleep late at night. It's going to give you that mentality like, I rest when I'm dead, that kind of thing, because you're trying to make it happen. You're excited, you're grateful, you're thankful, and it's an exciting time in your life, so you should be excited. That's something, again, just keep in the back of your mind. Impact. Are you making an impact? Are the things you're doing making an impact? If not, then look into it. Figure it out. Ask open-ended questions, and be honest with yourself. Be accepting of what the answers that you receive. Make it into a positive. Like, okay, this is what's blocking me. Cool. As soon as I fix this, I get to where I need to go. So have that mindset. I hope you subscribe to my channel. Give me a couple thumbs up. Help me out with that. As always, this is Ray. Love and peace. You take care.